Have you ever stopped to consider how love is portrayed in the Quran? Love, a universal emotion that weaves its way through every culture, every religion, and every era, has the power to move mountains. It's an emotion that sparks joy, incites passion, and fosters unity. Now imagine delving into the teachings of the Quran, the holy book of Islam, to explore its profound insights on love. It's an exploration that transcends religious boundaries, offering guidance and inspiration to all who seek it. The Quran's teachings on love are not merely about the emotion itself, but about the values, ethics, and principles that it embodies. It's about compassion, kindness, and respect, values that form the bedrock of every thriving society. So, whether you're seeking a deeper understanding of love, or simply curious about the Quran's teachings, you're in for a treat. Join us as we delve into the Quran's teachings on love. The Quran speaks of love in many forms, but the greatest love it describes is the love for God. This love is not merely an emotion, but rather a profound spiritual connection that is manifest in obedience, trust, and devotion. The Quran is filled with verses that emphasize this profound love for God. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 165, the Quran says, "And of mankind are some who take, for worship, others beside Allah as rivals to Allah. They love them as they love Allah. But those who believe love Allah more than anything else." This verse beautifully encapsulates the Quran's teachings on the love for God. It is a love that is greater than any other, a love that should surpass all other forms of love. This love for God is expressed in many ways in the life of a believer. It is shown through obedience to God's commands, through trust in His wisdom, and through unwavering devotion in prayer and worship. The Quran teaches us that this love comes with the understanding that God is the source of all love, and therefore our love for Him should be the most profound and the most sincere. The love for God is not just about feelings, but about actions. It is about living a life that is pleasing to Him, about striving to do good and to avoid evil, about seeking His pleasure in everything that we do. The Quran teaches us that this love should be the driving force in our lives, motivating us to strive for excellence in both our worldly pursuits and our spiritual journey. In the Quran, love for God is not just an abstract concept, but a practical guide for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. It is a love that nurtures the soul, gives purpose to life, and brings peace and tranquility to the heart. In conclusion, the Quran teaches us that our love for God should surpass all other forms of love. It is a love that is deep, profound, and life-changing, a love that brings us closer to our Creator and guides us on the path of righteousness. Beyond love for God, the Quran also emphasizes the importance of love for humanity. The Holy Book is filled with verses that extol the virtues of compassion, kindness, and respect for all of God's creations, regardless of faith or background. Let's delve into one of these verses, Surah Al-Mumtahina, or chapter 60, verse 8. It says, "Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion, and do not expel you from your homes, from being righteous toward them and acting justly toward them. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly." This verse is a beautiful reminder of the universal love that the Quran promotes. It encourages Muslims to be righteous and just towards all people, not just those who share the same faith. It's a call to action, a prompt to show kindness and fairness, even to those who might not share our beliefs or practices. The Quran, in its wisdom, understands that humanity is diverse. We come from different backgrounds, cultures, and religions, yet it urges us to transcend these differences and treat everyone with the same level of respect and kindness. It recognizes our shared humanity and insists upon the fundamental principle of love and justice. Moreover, the Quran goes a step further. It doesn't merely advocate for tolerance or peaceful coexistence, it encourages active love and kindness. It urges Muslims to be proactive in their love for others, to reach out, to help, to care, and to foster bonds of understanding and mutual respect. And why? Because, as the verse reminds us, Allah loves those who act justly. It's not just a commandment, it's a path to earning divine love. By showing love for humanity, by treating all people with fairness and kindness, we align ourselves with divine principles and earn Allah's love in return. So, the Quran doesn't just teach us to love God, it teaches us to love humanity, to love all of God's creations. It shows us that true faith isn't merely about rituals or individual salvation. It's about creating a world where love, kindness, and justice prevail. The Quran instructs us to treat all people with love, kindness, and justice. Love for humanity is not just a nice concept, it's a divine command, a cornerstone of Islamic faith. The Quran also provides guidance on love within the context of marriage. This divine book, revered by millions, paints a beautiful picture of matrimonial love, one that is founded on mutual respect, compassion, and tranquility. Let's take a moment to delve into Surah Ar-Rum, the 30th chapter of the Quran. Verse 21 reads, "And of his signs is that he created for you from yourselves mates that you may find tranquility in them, and he placed between you affection and mercy." This verse is often quoted in dialogues about Islamic marriage, and for good reason. It encapsulates the profound essence of marital love as envisioned by the Quran. This verse tells us that our partners are from amongst us, highlighting the shared humanity and equality between spouses. The Quran emphasizes that the ultimate purpose of this union is to find tranquility. What does this mean? It's a sense of peace, a refuge that we find in our spouse. It's the comfort of knowing that there is someone who understands us, supports us, and stands by us. But the Quran doesn't stop there. It goes on to say that God has placed between spouses affection and mercy. These two elements are the lifeblood of any successful marriage. Affection is the emotional bond, the warmth, the love that makes a relationship vibrant and fulfilling. Mercy, on the other hand, is the understanding and forgiveness that help couples overcome challenges and disputes. It's the softness of heart that allows us to overlook each other's faults and maintain harmony. In essence, the Quran presents a holistic view of love in marriage. It's not just about passion or romance. It's about companionship, understanding, and kindness. It's about building a relationship that brings peace to the heart. A relationship where affection and mercy are the guiding principles. This profound understanding of love is a cornerstone of Islamic teachings on marriage. It underscores the importance of mutual respect, compassion, and love in building a strong, harmonious, and fulfilling marital relationship. The Quran presents love in marriage as a source of peace, affection, and mercy. So, what have we learned about love in the Quran? We've journeyed through the rich tapestry of love as painted by the Quran, discovering its many facets. At the heart of it all, we find the highest form of love, love for God. It's a profound, all-consuming love that elevates our spirits and guides our actions. Next, we've seen how the Quran encourages love for humanity. This isn't just about feelings of affection, but an active love that compels us to care for others, to act with kindness and compassion, and to strive for justice. Lastly, we've looked at love in marriage. The Quran doesn't just talk about love as an emotion, but as a commitment, a mutual respect, and a deep compassion that binds two souls together. In the Quran, love is a powerful, transformative force that guides us in our relationships with God, with others, and with our spouses.